Hey everyone, wogdog here. Today, I will show you the heroes that should be acquired so that we can compete in War of the Gods. As I said in the previous video, we need 18 heroes. They start you off with some really crappy ones. Let's improve that situation. So, let's start off with campaign over here, and check this out over here. Little goblin, front unit, hard metal spring, waving a huge wrench, cause physical damage. He sounds threatening, but you can't get him. And you probably don't want him anyway. So, let's get right into it. The only viable choice here is Imperial Executioner. Other than that, everyone else is no good. We'll go on to Chapter 2. Chapter 2, there is Chaplain. Must get this one. Everything else can be skipped. So, we go on to Chapter 3. Chapter 3, special mention for Poisoned One, but he's only for PvE things like Outland Portal. Would not use them for War of the Gods. So, we'll move on to Chapter 4. Chapter 4, we got Lightbringer. Definitely good. And you got Imperial Executioner again. Ooh, I just realized I can upgrade him. And those are the only two viable heroes that I see over here. Psychopath gets a special mention. Again, he's for PvE things like Outland Portal, but not for War of the Gods. We'll go on to Chapter 5. Chapter 5 has Lightbringer, Chaplain, and Master Mage. She becomes really good at level 90 when you can get her legendary ability. So just keep that in mind. She won't be good for now, but once you get to level 90, that changes. So, we'll go on to Chapter 6. In Chapter 6, we got Ice Spirit. Pretty useful for Master Mage mirrors primarily. It'll take a while to get this guy, so definitely start on him when you can. Let's go on to the next one. Chapter 7. Nothing good here. We're moving on. Chapter 8. Nothing good here either. Chapter 9, you got Ice Spirit and Master Mage. Those are pretty good. Chapter 10, nope, we got garbage here. Chapter 11, you got Chaplain and Imperial Executioner stones you can pick up. And that's it for Chapter 11. Chapter 12, you could consider Dwarf Warrior. Pretty solid frontline tank. And he only needs 10 soul stones to unlock. That said, that is all for the campaign. Let's go into the various shops that you can buy things from. So, we'll just go quickly into Arena over here. And I would recommend, out of this shop, as number one priority, Sorceress. She just does a lot of damage. You want to pick her up for sure. Number one out of this shop. Other heroes that are good are Merman, as you can see. I bought him. And Hidden Needle, right here. Great 6th hero, or substitute technically speaking, because she does a lot of damage. So, I would pick her up too. And I just want to give a special mention to Rose Fencer. Useful at 1 stars in Master Mage lineup, but nowhere else. So, that's the end of the Arena shop. And then now, we will go into the Crusade shop. Now, the Crusade shop is pretty much the reason why you want to be on server 197. Let's go into the shop and show you why. So, let's just go over what this shop is about. This shop has a lot of Magic Stone heroes, which means you typically have to be VIP 11, have spent a fair amount of money to get there. Otherwise, you can't get these heroes. On this server, you get them for free. So, let's just run down the heroes that are worthwhile here. And I just have to say this straight out. Halberd Master, you gotta get him. He's absolutely number one priority in this shop. Must get him. Then there's Monster Hunter, a new addition to this shop over here. Then you got Hercules, also solid. Dragon Lord, gotta pick him up too. I would say the number 2 priority here is Turtle Fighter. Definitely get him next after Halberd Master. Wind Priest is also really good too. Also, used to be a Magic Stone hero. And The last hero I would recommend here is Cross Knight. And then that's pretty much everything in this shop that is worth getting. So we're going to move on to the guild shop next, which is located this way. Now the guild shop, it requires two things. You got to be level 30 and you got to be in a guild. So assuming you got those requirements out of the way, let's go check out what's important in the guild shop. In the guild shop, I would say the highest priority is Witch. Gotta get that one. It's gonna take a while to get her, so as soon as you're able to start working on it, highly recommend Witch. I would give a special mention to Disease Bringer for PvE things like Outland Portal, and same thing for Drunken Master, also for PvE things, but otherwise the number one priority here is Witch. Everything else you can do later. So let's go into the guild tournament shop and check that out. In the guild tournament shop, we got Evil Rabbit. Pretty good choice here. Not my number one choice though. Then we got Steel Champion. Also very good. I'm very happy I have him. Then we got Bloody Earl. Important hero. Stops healing. Gotta get him. I wish I have him. I don't. And then, to me, my number one pick here is Divine Knight. He's really good. Just trust me on that one. He's good. He stops healing. Does a lot of damage. Gotta get him. And with that said, that's the end of the guild tournament shop. Next, we will discuss the soul shop. And what should we pick up from there? Number one priority easily is Magic Breaker. One of the most important heroes in the game in this level 110 cap. I wish mine was 5-starred, but it's hard to get these soul stones though. And then we have Venom Master, another solid choice. And then the other solid choice here is Queen of Wraith. Solid support hero, typically used in Master Mage mirrors to add extra damage to the burst that is coming from all the ultimates. And that pretty much wraps up the soul shop. Everything else is not really worth it. There are also two other shops here that are not pictured, and that is the Troll Merchant and the Godfather. These shops may contain heroes that we have gone over from other shops. For example, you could find Steel Champion in the Godfather shop. Normally you can only get that in the guild tournament shop, and so forth. So they will start appearing randomly, and hopefully you're able to see them and maybe buy some good things out of it. It also sells equipment, which can be bought for gold and for gems, but I don't recommend buying equipment with the gems. Buy soul stones. You'll be happy that you did that. And the other shop that is missing here, because it only shows up on events, is the Super Sale shop. Over there you can get really important heroes like Divine Knight, Sorceress, Void Master, and Thunder Beast as a small sample of what's there. Try and save us some gems for that, because you can refresh the shop. The first couple times it's 10 gems, then it goes to 50, and then once it goes past 50 it goes to 100, and then from there I don't do it. It costs too much. So with that said, that was a quick overview of all the shops, what heroes you should pick up, and I'd like to thank everyone for watching. On the next episode, we'll jump into the War of the Gods. We'll actually do some gameplay, and from there, that's pretty much what it's going to be. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.